One thing that we've always done on some of the heads that we've resurfaced just at home, it's a super cheap way to do it and it works every time. What we've done is just take sandpaper just like this. I got this at Ollie's, the bargain outlet store. It was $2 for 4 sheets of 180 grit. And you can see these sheets over here, and they're nice. These are nice. I wish I would have bought more, but this was a great deal. But we're gonna use these, put them on a flat piece of glass. Glass is just about it's a known flat surface. So if you had like a flat granite table, you'd be able to use a surface plate, you'd be able to use one of those. But the goal here is just to sand the head, the face right here where the head gasket will sit and then connect to the bottom part of the engine. That needs to be perfectly flat. You could take this to a machine shop and have them do it, but that would definitely cost a lot more than what we're gonna do here, because this will cost basically $2, which is what my sandpaper costs. Now we're gonna go ahead and pull the old sandpaper off this piece of glass from the last head that we finished. You can see we'll probably have to take a razor blade to this and just clean everything up, and then we'll go ahead and mount our new stuff on. So I have all the old sandpaper off. This is just the stuff that's on the other side of the glass. It's a coarser sandpaper. I don't think we're gonna need to use this, but I did use some Goo Gone just to get this off. It worked really well. Once you try to pull as much off as you can, you really can't do much until you put Goo Gone or soapy water, something like that will work, and it'll just soften it up. And we need to make sure this is very clean. So I'm just gonna take some rubbing alcohol on here. And we wanna make sure we get all that off, because I mean, if there's any Goo Gone left on there, that would really keep it from actually adhering to the surface of the glass if there's any oil on it. So make sure all the contaminants are off. Now we're gonna go ahead and spray on the spray adhesive. You wanna make sure you get an even coating over everything, especially on these edges where it starts to peel up. So I'm just gonna now let's go ahead and apply it on the glass. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Just like that. And now let's go ahead and apply this second piece onto the glass. It's important that this line right here is perfectly meshed. You don't want any overlap. If it's overlapping, surface won't be flat anymore and the head surface won't be flat. So it's important that this line is just perfectly lined up where this is not overlapping. This is the surface we're going to be resurfacing. What we're looking for is we're gonna have consistent scratches going all the way down. What we're looking for is low spots. You'll see the low spots. It'll have a shiny finish where we have sanded it, and then whenever it's low, you'll see that difference because this is flat and it'll be obvious that it's low. So we're just gonna take this down just enough to where all those are gone, and it'll just be perfectly flat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lift the head onto the glass. This is the spot where you have to be careful. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just gonna take this and just drag it back and forth. So probably after doing this for about 30 seconds, it definitely looks a lot better. You can see that finish is pretty consistent. It seems like this head is in really good shape. It doesn't, typically you'd see wear in between the cylinders here, but it actually looks pretty flat. There's still a little bit down here at the bottom we need to sand, but I mean, for 30 seconds, this is in really good shape. It's nice if you have 2 people doing this to just be able to push and pull. So this one got flat pretty quick. We were only running this one for about a minute, and you can see there's no low spots. We have had some times whenever we had to run it for 20 minutes on different heads. I am able to get this through just a little bit right here. At the end, I'm just able to slide that through. Over here I can't, but right over here is where it's just able to slide through. Now we're just gonna keep flattening this until we get it just about perfect. Now you can see that the feeler gauge is just bouncing off. It's not going through. One nice thing about this method is you can take off exactly how much material you need to take off. As soon as it becomes flat, then you can stop. You don't need to keep going. That's one advantage to this system, and really just about anybody can do this. I mean, It's not about anybody has a machine shop at their house that can do this. So just with a piece of glass and some sandpaper, we can resurface this head, and we've definitely done this before and it works really well. So I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.